Very good evening, folks. I know it's a late podcast. I was meant to come on at like 10:30, but just got caught up with a couple of things and just want to look up a couple of bits and bobs before we came on to the channel tonight. So, hello to everyone on Facebook. Hello to everyone on YouTube. I know it's a late one to people that are on in Australia tuning in New Zealand. Good morning to you, to the Canadians and American Celtic supporters that watch the channel. Hello to you as well. So I said a pop on. It looks like it says I'm like 24 hours early. Okay, I'll be on probably on tomorrow night as well. So it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Look, I said I pop on anyway and have a chat, which is it looks like we are pushing to get this Belgian midfielder, Arnes Engels. Nice pajamas. How dare you? Good wear as a jammy top, yeah. Have a pair of shorts on, why not? But we're going to go into the teams for the Champions League, and we're going to talk about the pots. And the pots don't really matter, to be honest, because you can play against two teams in the same pot anyway. So before we kick it off, we might as well put up a picture of this amazing man, the greatest captain we ever had of all time, Billy McNeil. It's been almost 5 years since Billy McNeil passed away. So it's crazy to think. What a man, Caesar. So we'll all be tuning in tomorrow at 5 o'clock for the Champions League draw. I will be doing a live podcast from about 10 to 5 tomorrow. So if I come home and I'm not prepared and not in the full state yet, it's because I'm literally just off work. So you'll have to bear me when I do come on tomorrow night. So this is the teams for the Champions League: Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, Paris Saint-Germain, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Red Bull, Barcelona, Bayern Leverkusen, the Europa League finalists, Atletico Madrid, the Europa League winners, Atalanta, Juventus, Benfica, Arsenal, Club Brugge, Shakhtar Donetsk, AC Milan, Feyenoord, Sporting Lisbon, PSV Eindhoven, Dynamo Zagreb, Salzburg, Lille, Red Star Belgrade, Young Boys, then the iconic Glasgow Celtic, Bratislava are in there, Monaco are in there, Sparta Prague, Aston Villa, Bologna, good side, Genoa, Stuttgart, Graz, and Brest of France. So just to give you the breakdown how the Champions League works, there's 36 teams. 36 teams who the top 8 in the leaderboard go straight into the knockout rounds, the last 16. So from 9th place to 24th place, there's playoffs. And then the 8 teams that are successful in them playoffs will go into the last 16. That's how it works. So regards to last 16 football, you probably won't be playing that till March because it'll be playoff football in February. So exactly how it works regards to the pots, you will play 8 different opponents in the Champions League. You could play 2 teams in your pot. So for example, Celtic would play Real Madrid and Red Bull from pot 1. And then pot 2, we could play against, argument's sake, Juve and Club Brugge. And then in our pot, we could pick up Young Boys and, say, Sporting Lisbon. And then pot 4, we could pick out Aston Villa. I know Aston Villa are not on that one there. Aston Villa and Graz. Just give you, there's more teams here. Okay, this is just the way that they just put all the league. It's just done by alphabetical order. That's all that is. So there's other teams there. That's who we're going against. I haven't looked at the comments yet, folks. I'm just looking at this. Slavia Prague in there, Dynamo Zagreb, Sparta Prague. Fair play to the Czech teams getting in, Red Bull. So it's going to be a decent one. People are probably going to ask me in the comments, who do I want? I don't really care who we get, to be honest. I'm just happy to be in the Champions League. We're going to get some decent opposition. So I said we're going to probably play against teams that are ranked below us in UEFA coefficient rankings. That's no problem at all. Love your updates. information and some chats. That's it. Look, I've been busting my ass off for the last month, pushing the channel to get it higher and higher. And we've got to the 18,000. A massive thank you to everyone that's subscribed. Anyone that's on Facebook, please just go over and subscribe. So I'm just gonna knock the green screen off. I know it's Clyde in the background, but so I'll knock the green screen off 2 seconds. I'll just be making semi stupid bleeding clips. Thanks very much. Love and all. Top. That's it. I like it. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. That's the main thing. So apparently there's some small news place that England has accepted to keep an eye on it. We'll see. I'm gonna go on to Anthony Joseph's page, has he done an update, folks. I have a blister on the top of my tongue and the side of my tongue, so it sounds like I'm stuttering. It sounds like I'm like blah, blah, blah. Honestly, I have literally a blister on the tip of my tongue, and for me to say certain things, it's like I'm have a lisp. So I do apologize. Certain things don't come out right. Keep the background like that. Well, and the Celtic light actually lights up. But Jesus, let me see. Oh no, let's see. Might be too bright. There we go. That's a bit too bright, isn't it? It's too bright, but it lights up anyway. So you got the Celtic Football Club there, the clubcrest.co.uk do it. So yeah. Salt and water, a bit of banjala and it'd be swords. That's what happens when you're stressed out all week, when you're trying to not bite your nails. You know, it's a horrible habit. It is an absolute horrible habit to have, but because I don't smoke or anything like that, so the only thing I do is my stress relief is kind of biting nails and stuff, you know, making YouTube videos and other business. Let's get it on. Lay lock, smack it down on the candy cooler. Do you prefer a team or two in this or in Pat 1? I'll be honest with you, guys, or Reggie. I don't really mind who we get. Let's see. These are the teams here. I'll just remove this comment as well. I'm at to picking up a bit of. So these are the teams in full, right? So anyone that's tuning in right now: Real Madrid, Man City, Bayern Munich, PSG, Liverpool, Inter Milan, Borussia Dortmund, Red Bull, Barcelona. Pot 2, Bayern Leverkusen, Atletico Madrid, Atalanta, Juve, Benfica, Arsenal, Club Brugge, Shakhtar Donetsk, Milan, Feyenoord, in Pot 3 with Celtic, Sporting Lisbon, PSV Eindhoven, Dynamo Zagreb. Is Dynamo Kiev not in there as well? I thought Dynamo Kiev was in there. Not Zagreb, sorry. Red Bull, Lille, Red Star Belgrade, Young Boys, and Celtic, Slovan Bratislava, Monaco, Sparta Prague, Aston Villa. They won the European Cup as well. Bologna, Genoa, Stuttgart. Remember we played them on the road to Seville. Sturm Graz, the right side, and Brest. Dembele played. I'm not even thinking about Sunday, to be honest, Lee. Sunday's miles away. Don't even think about Sunday right now. Let's just concentrate on the Champions League. Let's concentrate on getting players in over the next couple of days. Sunday feels like a light year away for me. I'm trying to get a ticket for the game. So if anyone is selling a ticket for the Glasgow Derby, please hit me up. It's my birthday weekend. It's my birthday on Monday. I'm trying to get a ticket for the game. I have a better chance of winning the Euro Millions, to be honest, but there's no harm asking the audience, like, who wants to be a millionaire, you know, 50-50, phone a friend, you know. So let's see. I just have a blister on my tongue. That's all it is. That's it. Good old mouthwash. How many signings do you think we need before the window shuts? We need 3 more players. I still believe we still need 2 midfielders. I would like to see us getting another striker, but 2 midfielders and a centre back. Where we've inquired about Austin Trusty off Sheffield United, and we placed a 5 million bid yesterday and it's rejected. I've read a couple of Twitter pages, Blade pages, Sheffield United pages, and they said that Celtic are meant to be going back in for 5.5 million. You see how true that is soon. And then Rio Tate, there was a bid from an unknown French team of 10 million for Rio Tate. They can feck off. We're after losing already this week. I don't want to lose a Tate as well. No, Rio Tate, this is his biggest season in the Celtic shirt. He needs to step up the game, and he scored a cracking goal the other day, and hopefully he's going to have a flyer of a season. So, yeah. Thoughts on the fans confronting Lawwell? Maybe fans just feel like they're not getting that message across by talking on these platforms, or maybe emailing the club, or maybe, addressing in the stadium. By confronting Lawwell at the St. Mirren game, we're going to understand the frustration. And this is not the only time he's ever been confronted about signings. At the end of the day, we're an ambitious club. We're in Europeans' top competition. If we want to make a statement in the competition, we need to win maybe 3 games and a couple of draws to get into the playoffs. Imagine we get into this Champions League and we don't win anything, not pick up a point in the 8 games. That's when you start getting frustrated at the board. I love the team. I love the squad we have now, but it does need improvement. Obviously, we brought in a left back from Barcelona. Yes, as I said last night in the channel, and I repeat myself again, the guy could be amazing for us. Promising guy, but what's the long-term solution here? Nothing. We're not going to buy him. He's valued at 30 million with his contract release clause of 3 million, and they put 30 million price tag on him. And he's in a 2-year deal. I just don't know. I just really don't know why we didn't go out and get someone that's coming a year left in their contract, or get someone not like a pro. This doesn't benefit Celtic. All it does is benefit Barcelona. So we're meant to be going in for Sanches. Yes, I'm going to talk about Sanches. We're party that we're going to offer Louis Sands Sport of Switzerland £4 million for Alvyn Sanches. Now, Alvyn Sanches is a guy I haven't really talked about much on the channel. I've seen the reports over the last couple of weeks about him, but I'm going to pull up his stats on the channel tonight and we'll talk about him. He's 5'10" as well. Wait, what's the story was going for players that are around 5'10"? So this is Alvyn Sanches. He has been capped Switzerland under 21 level. He was born in France but declared for Switzerland, Swiss citizenship. 21 years of age, 4 appearances so far in the Swiss League and 1 yellow card. He has 2 goals in the Swiss Cup. His contract is not up till 2026. His current market value is 2.5 million euros, so which is about £2 million, and we're looking to get him for 4 million. He plays for Louis Sands Sport in Switzerland. This team here, I think they finished like 11th or 12th. The Swiss format is completely. The Swiss league is a mad league, but let's have a look at his overall stats. I'll pull up his overall stats for you folks. Transfer Market's a great website. It's very accurate as well. This is hit. Look on the right hand side here, right? So he's played attacking midfield 44 times, 8 goals, 6 assists. Central midfield 25 times, 6 goals, 1 assist. Plays on the right wing as well. He can, and he can play up front as well. So he's a bit of a versatile player, which is not bad. The Swiss league is a decent league. You got some decent sides in it as well, like FC Zurich, Basel, Young Boys, stuff like that. I think I don't know if Strong Graz. I think they're Austrian. Could be wrong, or it could be Swiss. I don't know. You'll have to correct me in the comments. But so he's not a bad player. I'm gonna just pick up his overall stats for this club, because a lot of these stats are from the second team as well. So Steve McGowan reported as well tonight that we're looking at getting Alvyn Sanches. So there's your overall stats with him playing top level for Switzerland in the Swiss league. 89 games, 16 goals, 7 assists. Not a bad player. The only thing is the last time we got a Swiss player in was Alvyn, and that was a disaster. So hopefully it's not a disastrous recruitment from Celtic on this one. We'll see what happens. So let's go back to the channel. Let's go back to the comments, see what these are all up to. Sanches will be class. Look at, just to put it out there, I was a fan of getting the Polish guy in. The deal fell through, reports from Polish outlets that Celtic and LAFC just pulled the cord on it. It's done and dusted. He was travelling anyway. He's at the play in 3 hours' time for LAFC against Seattle Sounders in the Open Cup semi-final. So done and dusted. Done and dusted. He's gone. So we're back in for Sanches. We never actually approached for Sanches. We've been scouting him, but we actually haven't approached. How can you complain about a Barca player beyond loan is beyond me. A player will take Taylor out of the team. I've nothing against the guy, as I said, but Barcelona are benefit from it. We're not benefiting from it long term. You want long term success in them positions? We go and get someone that can do it long term. Simple as that, G. Simple as that. As I said, yeah, he is an exciting prospect. I've seen the reaction from Barcelona fans that they want to have him long term there, but like, we're just being used. We're just being used. Simple as, as I said, nothing against the guy. I think he could be a cracking player, and time will tell. We'll see what he can do. But the clips I've seen him, it looks like a promising prospect, but it's not long term for us. That's not our model. Our model of getting these players in, develop them, sell them for big money. So yeah, I just feel a bit. I feel like we should have got someone else. It's a 3 million release clause, but they're not listening to offers until 30 million. That's what the situation is there. So there was no clause in Ida and Bernardo, but we still bought them. Good point, Nick. It is a good point, but Barcelona are hard to hustle with. Norwich were hard to hustle with. Benfica were hard to hustle with, but never rule out, Nick. Never rule out. But as I said, that price tag there, it just put you off. Celtic and the board are focus on domestic success. That's it. That's what I think it's all about. I just think they don't want to go to that extra level of, investing in the team. But look at they're on the verge of breaking the transfer record of Adam Ida of 9.5 million total to get Arne Engels for 10 million. His manager came out today and said, the Sky Sport Deutschland, that he's not going anywhere. There's been rumours. We'll see what happens over the next couple of days. He's going to be a part of the squad, but if Celtic keep pushing and put the right money in, so it works out about 11.8 million for Arne Engels if we get him. Just to recap, 20 years of age, 5'10", played 53 games in German football, signed for Wolfsburg back in January 2023. I watched the clips on the weekend today, and you know what? I was actually impressed with him. He was impressed. He had a couple of shots on target. His link-up play is pretty good. He's not afraid to get stuck in the tackle as well. So he looks like a good player. Looks like the board has left it too late to get the quality Brendan's been needing. Well, there's still time. Hopefully I'll be sitting here in 2 days' time saying, what, we got the players we needed in. Brendan has been pleading for quality. We've all been pleading for quality, but time will tell. Time will tell. We are the waterflowers of the transfer window. When all the trotty is taken, the chick is with the toffee. I don't know. I just think I don't know if it's penny pinching. I don't know if it's a lack of ambition. I don't know if it's just a case that they're scared to spend decent dough because there's decent dough there. It's not a case that we're running off a 20 million budget here. There's over 120 odd million in the bank. People are forgetting about the Abada money. There's add-ons there for Yakimakis going to Mexican football, and potentially you could see Frimpong going the next couple of days as well. That could be more money for Celtic as well. There's money there, And I know sometimes I change my narrative within 24 hours of speaking previous. It's just down to frustration of being linked to a lot of players and there's not being actual moves done. As I said, it's hard to get players in and look at the logistic sides of it and, personal life, medicals, agent fees, contract wages, it's it's a lot that goes on in the background, you know. But why am I on so late? I'm on so late because I said I'll pop on. I'm trying to get new subscribers. I'm trying to get a new audience, and there's 200 people watching tonight. So if you can all jump onto the YouTube and subscribe, that's all I'm asking. All I'm asking. That's why I come on. That's why I come on. So come on to chat to you. Mikey Johnson looks like he is on the verge of leaving Celtic as well. So originally I was going to say West Ham. Jesus, you'd be pushing buttons to get West Ham. Sheffield United put in a 2.5 million bid for him yesterday. According, it was accepted. There was no more escalation on that. And then tonight, West Bromwich Albion, of all teams he played for last season, are hijacking the move, and they're putting 3 million in. They're putting 3 million in. So, yeah, I hope he goes to West Brom. And it seems like he enjoyed his football down there. So, you know, Mikey's played 93 times for us, 13 goals, 16 assists. So, yeah, 14 trophies in the Celtic career as well, senior career. So, I hope it happens. You know, I understand that, but you see when the transfer window closed, what are we going to talk about? The same shit every week, same shit. You know, when the transfer window closes, we can do a post-match reaction for 1 or 2 days talking about the same game. That's what we're going to be doing. You know, I enjoy this. I enjoy the whole thoughts of looking up a player, seeing that we're going to actually probably get that player. I like the thoughts of people asking me what I think of this player. You know, should we get this player? Is he good enough? Is he not good enough? You know, I like the thoughts of the transfer window can be frustrating, but you know, we get gems out, and that's what happens every year. You know, yeah, better late than never. It's not over till the fat lady sings. 3 million exactly. 3 million. Like I will be eventually sitting down and looking at exactly what Celtic actually have made on sales in this transfer window. I'm not going to start calculating all now because I can't be arsed. It's an quarter to 12 in the night. Yeah, I'm on it, fair enough. But we are lucky to the other mob didn't get their Champions League money. And I think I'm very confident going into Sunday, to be honest. I'm quite confident that we can go in and actually play them off the field. Look how they were bragging on about TikTok Cantwell being maybe a 20 million player one day. 600 grand. Just shows that they are delusional. They're delusional with their thinking of their Jack Butland of 30 million. Like, come on, Jesus Christ. I'm not here to talk about them. I'm just being honest. Who cares? I'd be happy enough with the Engels bid has been accepted. Well, we should find out. Hopefully, it'll be accepted tomorrow. We'll get him on that plane from Germany to Bonnie, Scotland. He'd probably be arriving in a rainy Paisley runway, but on a private jet. You never know. See what happens. 6 million should be enough for Trusty, so that should look close. We'll see what happens with Austin Trusty. As I said already, he's a guy that has caliber. Yes, he was a part of a team that got relegated from the Premier League last season. Whoop-de-bleeding-do. Players go down. Players have highs and lows, you know. If he stayed in the Premier League and we were linked with him, he'd probably be a 12 million player. So we move on. We'll see what happens. 207 people tuning in, right, folks? I'm gonna check me YouTube subscribers. Hopefully that 1 or 2 people have jumped on and subscribed to the channel. 3 new subscribers. So I'm up to 18,070. So even if you can get this up to 18,075, would be really appreciated. Free to subscribe. It'd be deadly. Yeah, I'll be on the transfer. I will be on from 9 o'clock up to about 11:30, 11:15ish on Friday night for transfer deadline day. I might just wear a yellow jersey because it's going to be the black and yellow day, you know. So I might put a yellow jersey on. We'll see. I might just wear me yellow jersey that I haven't taken off since I bought it. I might wear that bad boy. People are just subscribed. Thank you very much, Ian. Good meeting, Mal Gut. Celtic always bring in players late in the window. I'm not panicking until Friday afternoon. Don't even panic on Friday afternoon. Wait till Friday evening and start panicking. Don't have a yellow toy. I better ring Jim White up and see what he gives a shot of his yellow toy. Might get an interview with Harry Redknapp as well. Any players coming in will improve under Brendan Rodgers. Hope so, Hazel. Hope so. I hope we've learned from last season's mistakes of getting like Kwan in. And now look at Kwan's gone on loan to Hibs. Like Yang. I'd like to see Yang go out. I think Holm will probably go out on loan somewhere. We'll see what happens. That's it. The graveyard shift tonight. There's loads of numbers in. I think I might start doing these late podcasts going forward. Start doing them late, because it means we're starting to reach out to other audiences in the world. Hello to my Celtic fans out in Fiji. I thought you were saying, is that a Remoy? No, midnight deadline for Scotland, 11 p.m. That's what I'm trying to say. It is 11 o'clock in Scotland. That's what I'm saying. From 9 to 11:15, I'll do the deadline. So once the window's closed, I'll have that 15-minute rant to be like, "Oh, the board didn't spend much money. You should have spent more money." I'll be like, "Oh, I'm happy what we have now. We have to accept it. Just keep the chin shut and just get on with it. That's it." He is looking for another winger. Obviously, we were linked with the Lazio winger, Ekinson, the Dane, the right winger. He's valued at 12 million. His contract's till 2028. We'll see. I think Brendan might have one or two up his sleeve. No one, don't anyone suggest Raheem Sterling on this channel. Definitely not. His attitude is appalling. He's a good player, but no, don't need that. You don't need that type of negativity at the club. We have a good culture. We have good. Callum McGregor will end up giving him a square go in the middle of Lennoxtown. I hope so as well. I hope Michael Nicholson is on the blower right now and negotiating deals. Croatian winger. But then I didn't hear nothing about any Croatian winger. Yeah. See, Sheffield United fans are very finical. Look, Sheffield is a big city for football. Not as big as Glasgow, but they're finical about Trusty because Trusty was a part of a side that they got relegated. How's it going in Lanzo? No, I haven't got my tickets. I'm still looking for a ticket for the derby, folks. If anyone is selling a ticket or can't go and they're away, please just message me on one of the social medias or email me. I'm looking for a ticket for the game. So I'm not putting up on my social medias because I'm going to get all these piss takers. Oh, better chance of winning the Euro Millions, mate. Oh, good one. All this shy. All this shy. There's no harm asking the question at the end of the day. You just get people are just absolute saddos. What happened to Hannibal? Hannibal is joining Burnley. Last I heard. That's what I heard last. Hannibal was never going to go to Celtic. There was never anything serious about Hannibal. Lee Griffiths and his Lucasade. All I'm missing now is a tea cake. Jesus, that tastes like rust. Ugh. But it's like gone flat, like our transfer business. Hopefully, it's progressing. So I'm just gonna go on now and show you this. No one's asking about the Champions League. Looking forward to hearing that music tomorrow. So the Champions League draw, UEFA claim it takes 35 minutes. Let's be honest. All these player awards, all this presentation malarkey, it's going to take about an hour and a half. So I'll be on for nearly probably an hour and a half tomorrow, talking absolute spiel to you. So it's on. I think it's on the UEFA website. You'll get it on TNT. I don't know what other channels are showing it. Yeah, Florentina. Who remembers Ablegard? Yeah. That's it. You don't ask, you don't get. Simple as that. Pedro will put a low ball offer in for Shankland last day. Who cares about Shankland? Don't care about Lawrence Shanklin. Yeah, he's a good player, but no. BBC player. There you go. YouTube for free. Be on the UEFA website, you know. I'm sure one of you will have a tab open and then listen to me talk absolutely. No, he's going to Burnley, I heard last. So we'll have a look. Let's just screen. Let's have a look at Anthony Joseph's X page. Poor Anthony Joseph. The times I've been on his page the last few days. It's like I'm stalking a guy. Fulham are working on a player. These are the teams that qualified. I just went through that. I'm going to go through it again, which is Bayern Munich are in for Bayern Munich. Kingsley Coleman. Looks like he's gone to Elia. What's this about Inverness? Inverness have issued a statement confirming they have been saved from administration. Sir Alex Ferguson gave them $3 million to stay up. Yes, Fergie was a Rangers player, blah, 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 but one of the greatest managers in Scottish football and British football and world football. Yeah, I've got to respect that. So 3 hours ago, the whole Borgas thing is gone. Let me see. This is about Mr. Mikey Johnson. Bid has been made of $3 million. I think that'd be a good bit of business for Celtic, coming from the youth academy as well. Celtic had agreed a fee of $2.5 million. And according Burnley are still interested as well for Mikey Johnson. I think it's a big step. I think it's a step. It's not a big step. Like, it's not like he's gone to a better club. He's going to get more first team football in a good league. Like, the Championship is a better league than the Scottish League, but with Celtic having Champions League football and then derby games, that's the high intensity. You won't get that intensity unless he gets into the playoff final. Unless he's playing Wolves are up, Villa are up. Who's Birmingham? They got relegated, so there's no other derbies there, I think, for West Brom. Let me see who else. So there you go. That's what Anthony Joseph said. Celtic's proposal transfer for LAFC attacking midfielder Mateusz Borgas is looking unlikely at this stage. Sky Sport revealed on Monday that the Hoops have made a formal bid. It's meant to be around $8 million, by the way. However, the club are still far apart on valuation. Well, a lot of people are happy we're not getting them. I wanted them, but it is what it is. We'll move on. I want to get the Engels done and dusted. He's away, is he? Fabrizio Romero. Let's have a look at Fabrizio's page as well. Here we go. I like Fabrizio Romero. I know a lot of Celtic fans don't like him because he breaks the news. And Jota is joining Rennes tomorrow on a permanent deal as well, folks. It wasn't a loan deal. It's a permanent deal. 10 million. 10 million. So Etihad are making 10 million back off a guy that played 25 times for them and scored 5 goals. Excuse me. Thank you very much for the new YouTube member. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So if anyone wants to be a member on the channel, just, $1.99. Get on it like a carbon if you want to donate to the channel. So people have been members over the last couple of months, and I went out and bought a new ring light. I went out and bought new microphones. So I'm putting back into better quality for you for these podcasts. It's been spent. But yeah, we'll get there. Thank you very much, folks. I just appreciate you watching. I know there's other channels that have different memberships and they do different content just for members only. I'll never do that. I like to have everything public. I like to have everything, put out for all audiences at the end of the day. That's it. Enjoy your channel. Thanks very much. I think you were watching last night, weren't you? Engels should be a Celtic player by Sunday. Medical can be done after the transfer window if documents are signed. We want to have the medical done before that, to be honest with you. Get it done even in Germany or even get it done in London and get the papers done and dusted. The top's a belter. The top is a belter. I like it. It's not that long sleeve one. I don't know if I would wear a long sleeve, but I was gonna wear that pink 2016 jersey tonight. It's like, nah, I'll wear the old the DNA top. This is what it is. Celtic is in my DNA. Yeah. Do we have a sell-on percentage with Jota? Was it not meant to be? Did Benfica not get a 30% sell-on clause with him? I'm not sure. I think it could be 15 or something. I'm honestly not sure, Ian. I'm gonna have to look into it. And there's no point in me waffling to you saying, yeah, there's a sell-on clause, and then you look it up and you're like, what an absolute cheeky shy he is. You know? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. You're reinvesting in the channel sends the board your business model. They need a plan. That's it. Reinvest. Picture quality is going to be better in the next couple of months. I'm going to move up to the 1080. And if you watch me normal short videos, I've moved up to 4K. So I just get my phone out, my beautiful Motorola phone. I just put it out and I put it on the tripod and I record like that. Or I just put it like that. Just chat away like that. So, yup, I said. Have we went in for Sanches yet? Interest, 4 million. 4 million for Alvyn Sanches that plays for Lewis Sport, you know. Fair play, you got tickets for Oasis. Can you get me tickets? Can you get me a ticket for the derby, bud? Any chance? Can you get any ticket for the derby? Any ticket for the derby there? I'm not paying over the mad price for a derby ticket. Feel sorry for this guy. I know it's yesterday's news and people are like, oh, stop talking about it. Once they're gone, but they're not gone your heart. They're not gone your head. When a guy brings you moments of scoring against them and winning games and, winning trophies, it's hard to forget about them, I was like a kid watching that interview the other day and him talking in the Brighton show. I was like, Lisa, knock it off, Lisa. I can't watch it. I'm bawling my eyes out. Fuck's sake, I want them back already. And then he gets injured the following day. Oh, God. So I've been talking to a couple of Brighton fans over the last couple of days. They're trying to find out the lowdown about Matt O'Reilly. And I just said, look, Matt O'Reilly will be playing for a top 4 Premier League team within the next 3 seasons. Fact. He will go to a next level. I don't know if he's going to be like the Virgil van Dijk, but he'll play. He'll get there, I know. But that's what happens in the Premier League. Teams come in and they throw the cash and they have the money there, and could have been worse. He could have went to Atalanta. Yeah, the Serie A is a good league and he's the Europa League winners, but he could have been playing Champions League for them as well. But it is what it is. Players come and go. It's a business. It's a stepping stone for them. And I know people don't like them words being thrown on a podcast. We're not a stepping stone, but we are. Like any club's a stepping stone, until you get to the top, the Madrids, the Liverpools, the Man U's. Man U are falling apart anyway, but we're going to pump them next week. The legends anyway. I wish I was gone. Hopefully we'll say goodbye to that shit model. I won't. No. They've made them you got to think about it, right? When Peter Lawwell was appointed as chief executive, we were in a minus of 30 million back in 2002, and we are now up to 130 million. Yes, he's left the club for a couple of years and he's now a non-chief executive, but we're up because they've bought players in, they've taken the chances and sold players. And not every player has been a success selling, but we've made some big money, like the Wanyama's, like the Van Dijks, like the Fraser Fosters, like the Jotas, like the Tierneys, like the Matt O'Reillys. We just get attached to these players too much, and this is what happens. But it's just that's the joys of football. We're just, as Matt O'Reilly said, we're a family club, and once a player puts a shirt on and gets the vibe and goes out and plays to his best level and brings us them spectacular moments, the winner's over quick enough. You go back to Matt O'Reilly's interview in Tynecastle after that game. He's like, I've never seen a hostile atmosphere like it. And then against the Sefco when we beat them 3-0 to go top of the league, and he was like, I've never seen anything like it. He's like, oh, for the Scottish Premiership game, I've never seen anything like it. Wow, it felt like a Champions League game. So he's gone, and we move on. You know, once a Celt, always a Celt. Let's see. How's it going? The fans were put out of order shouting at him. There's still time to bring players in. That's it. As I said already in the channel the last couple of nights, stop panicking. 2 days to go. 2 days to go. They have mobile phones, they have Skype, they can get a plane, they can negotiate a deal. It's not the end of the world. It's not COVID. We'll get it. We'll get something sorted. Shellison boy. Did you read open to loan to boy? I didn't hear that. No, I just saying that we're interested in putting 4 million in for him. You know, that's all I seen about it. But I'll look into it in further detail, David. Thank you very much for that. Matt O'Reilly hopefully be in the next Ferguson. Is the next Ferguson? Sorry, played Scottish football in his younger years, showed potential, and he's now turned out to be amazing in Serie A. Lewis Ferguson is being phenomenal. He's been phenomenal over there. He's a captain of Bologna and all now, I think. Bologna are in the Champions League. You could play against them. But let's go back onto the Champions League talk, because I don't want to be boring the ears off you. What do you think Brother Wolford would think of the grade of the Celtic board are showing? You don't know what. Like, I'm sure down the line he'll eventually know that, you know, coming to his later years, that Celtic Football Club is going to eventually turn into a business. You know, it's just unfortunate them old morals are still at the club. Obviously, just that, you know, that Celtic drop-in stuff to help people that are struggling as well. But I don't know. I really don't know. You know, it's hard to say. Like, there's no point in me giving a judgment on that. You know, that way, he would obviously be really upset, you know, because the club was set up to help people that were in need, you know, the soup kitchens and, you know, exhibition games of football. You know, I've been to St. Mary's twice in the Carton, and it's just a special feeling when you walk through them doors, you know. But now Danny Welbeck's staying at Brighton. I'm late. You're never late. You've joined the party. I'm going to stay on for another 15 minutes anyway, so you're all right. I agree with the fans shouting at him. He is a massive problem at the football club, should not be near any capacity whatsoever. No matter what we say, if it's criticism against the board or criticism against the players, it doesn't mean nothing, because that's their way. They just think of what they're doing as a day-to-day basis. And I know it's good to vent. It's good to see that fans are not happy with the transfer business, but it's not over just yet. As I said, not over just yet. Would love to draw Villa in the Champions League. Home or away, Kieran? Hopefully Kun is the difference in the derby. He's like Hakazbanovic was meant to be, but he was almost a new Jota. I never liked Hakazbanovic. Never liked him. He always had that look about him that he was just a moany shy, to be honest. Too big for Celtic in his head. But look, I wish him the best of Malmo as well. Did they not win the other night? In the Champions League qualifiers, they didn't win. What time on Saturday are we meeting at Paradise to protest and shout out for the removal of Lawwell and the club? It's not going to happen, man. It's not going to happen. The club are in a healthy place financially, top of the league already. You know, just unless we're like fifth in the league halfway through the season, that's when you start getting fans coming out. So no, anyone can change Wikipedia. Don't mind that. I can go on and change the Wikipedia, for God's sake. Yeah. So as I said, folks, I'll stay on for another 15 minutes. We're going to talk about the Champions League. Right. So let me see. These are the teams here on the screen. So how it works is we can play against 8 teams. There will be 8 fixtures in the Champions League. 2 from pot 1, 2 from pot 2, 2 from pot 3 in the same pot as us, and 2 from pot 4. So the Champions League will kick off on the 17th of September. Match days 1, 17th, the 18th, and the 19th. So that's the opening spectacle. Amazon Prime will get one of the highlight games in the Champions League this season. TNT will also broadcast it as well. There's going to be a Champions League show on a Wednesday night as well on BBC. I think it's 750 grand for a draw. I don't know how much it is for a win. I just have to. I think it's probably about 5 million for a win, probably, or probably less. I don't know. I need to look in the prize money kind of stuff of it. How it works is the top 8 in the table straight into the last 16. From 9th place up to 24th will play in a playoff, and then the 8 successful teams in that playoff will go into the last 16, and then the remaining will get relegated. They don't get relegated to Europa League. They just get dumped out, and they've no Champions League past January, past the end of January. That's how it works. That's how it works. So you won't be playing the same team twice in the Champions League. You could play Liverpool in Anfield, and in the following game, it could be Sturm Graz at Paradise. So that's the easiest way to break it down for you. Thanks to Hamish Carton. Hamish done a really good description of it earlier on his channel. So Hamish, give him the tops for that. I know some people would have said, "Oh, Keith, it's not rocket science anyway." But we could be linked with a load of players. He's throwing names at me, throwing names. It doesn't matter who you throw at me. It's not what I dictate. It's not what we want. They're not going to listen. They're going to go what they want. They're going to go what that suits their wage structure, that suits their term of the contract, what suits their fee, you know? The day Lowell will finally say goodbye will be the best day for the club along the rest of the sack of the... People need to realise as well, I'm not picking up for Peter Lowell. I'm just being honest here. I'm seeing it in the perspective. Yes, we're not spending money the way we should be in the last maybe 6 or 7 years, but on top of that, we've been very successful. We've been very successful in revenue. We've been very successful in success in the pitch, winning 5 trebles in a space of 7 years. You got to think in that perspective. We went on to do 9 titles in a row. We got a couple of Champions League last 16s as well. So people need to think of what we have accomplished as well while he was in there in some capacity. You know, I've been to a couple of meetings where, for example, the Celtic Trust, they've shown how much the stakeholders have in the club and stuff. And I recommend look at their website. Have a look at their website. We were linked with Kenny Tete before, you know. Modric, did he not sign a 2-year deal with Madrid? Was it a 1 year or 2 year deal to stay at Madrid? What a player. What a player. Was he 37 years of age and he plays like he's 27? What a player. Unbelievable. Ivan Perisic, is he at Tottenham, mini? See, these would be all on big ching ching. Big ching ching. But so there's 194 tuning in tonight. As I said, folks, if you can just subscribe to the channel. I know there's been a couple of new members there. Really appreciate it. I'm just trying to get more new subscribers, trying to engage with new audiences in different parts of the world. And as I said, I will be back on tomorrow around 10 to 5 for the All Champions League. You know, we'll be on for talking about this beautiful trophy, what this beautiful man gave to our club. God rest his soul. What a man. And you know what I'm thinking of doing on Monday, folks? I'm thinking I'm going to do the stadium tour on Monday with the gaffer. The gaffer wants to bring me for my birthday because my birthday's on Monday. So I'm trying to get a ticket for the derby. If someone can get me a ticket for the derby, my God, you can be my best friend. You can be my best friend for the rest of my life. I'll buy you something nice for get me a ticket for the derby. That's all I'll do. I'll give you a jersey or a scarf or a nice point as well for doing it for me. You know, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll give you whoever gets me a ticket for the derby, I'll give you this lie. I can get another lie, but I'll give this lie away to you. So if you get me a ticket for the derby on Saturday, whoever's watching this, you can have this lie. I'll bring it in and you can have it. How does that sound as a proposal? There you go. There you go. Football is broken. So I'm putting it out there, folks. I'm desperate to go. I haven't been to the new Glasgow Derby. I've been to an old Glasgow Derby back in 2008 when we beat them 3-1. When Scott McDonald scored 2 and Barry Robson scored. That was the last time I was at a derby. So the game's on Sunday, yeah. I'm just saying, like, obviously I'll meet up with someone on the Saturday and get let there be light. No, it's too much. It's too much, but especially when you're looking at the screen as well. As I said, if anyone can work on getting me getting a ticket for me for Sunday, I'll give them this light in the background and I'll get them a point as well. All right. We've been linked with him a couple of times. Yeah. I'm sure they can put it in the bag. You know, they can put it in the bag. You can put it in the pub until I stay at the Emirates. Let me see what I can do, mate. That's it. You have the socials are there. The socials are there. I don't want to sound desperate, but I really want to go to the game. Well, there's no point in me having a Celtic podcast if I can't never get to the games. I'm here for the weekend. I'm not back in Dublin. I'll do anything to go to it, you know. You know. Stand outside the Superstore and 300 and hey, bro, not a chance, man. For a season ticket. Good one, Nothing wrong with them bikes, they're class. 9:30 in Australia. Perfect. Are you gonna watch the Champions League draw, Maddie? You gonna watch that? Yeah, as I said. Keevy's looking. I've been asking around. I've people working on it. Thank you very much, Mark, as well. Thanks very much for that as well, by the way. I really appreciate all the contributions. Even just you as watching, folks, is just the main thing. One take boy or back, I said, you know. No, I got that light. It is on sale. It is on sale in the Superstore. I got that light off a website called clubcrest.co.uk. So when they launched the crest before the Christmas Celtic advert, it's actually in the dressing room. They gave me one for promoting them. So I do tend to get a lot of merchandise sent to me, obviously helping out other businesses and stuff like that. So I'll be happy to give this away. You know, I was getting another one another time. I'll just buy another one, you know. So we'll see what happens. No, man, I don't want to do that. That would just upset me, to be honest with you. I don't want to have that chances. I don't want to walk around Celtic pubs and look like an absolute desperado. And people are like, yeah. No, I'd just rather not. You know, that way. I'd rather, if I'm not going, I'm not going. You know. I heard Tavernier is bitterly disappointed that Cantwell's away. Who cares? He's been disappointed. He's disappointed every time. Every time he comes on the press post match and disappointed. You know. Are you getting the new kit? I want to get the goalkeeper one better. I rather like the goalkeeper one than that. You know. There's an offer. Where's an offer? I can't see it. Where's the offer, Paul? Paul, I can't see the offer. What's the offer? Can't see. Yeah. Can't see it. But yeah. Well, I think, to be honest with you, we'll talk about the derby, like as in the starting lineup on Saturday night. I'll be doing a podcast tomorrow evening. I'll be doing a podcast on Friday for transfer deadline day, and I'll be doing a podcast on Saturday. So take in this Dublin accent, get used to it, because I talk absolute bull. So yeah, get used to it. I will be getting the tour jersey eventually. You know, I want that keeper. I want the keeper top. Yeah, with the light off, like Paul's. We'll get there. There's so many names getting thrown in the mix. It's interesting. No matter what we're going to do, so the boys forever. So just let us know in the comments who you want. Just let me know in the comments which 4 teams you want. I know we're going to be playing against 8 teams. Which 4 teams, preferably, you like to see playing the Champions League? Who would you like to see we get? You can put the 8 teams in if you want. So there's the teams there. You'll play 2 teams from each pot. So I've seen a question being asked to Hamish earlier on his podcast. We can play against 2 English teams, by the way. Maximum 2 English teams, or 2 teams from the same league, maximum. So see what happens. I want that goalkeeper top, by the way. Plunge. My son's gone on holidays on Friday, Keith. He's good. He can't make it. It's a pity. He's given his ticket to his best friend. I would have met up with you and given to you. Plunge. That's just going to haunt me in bed now tonight. I'll be having a few tears thinking about that now. I'll get there. I wrote saying it's a 36-year-old Celtic vintage scarf. That'd be nice. Oh, get in touch with me, Paul, on the socials, and we'll have a chat. We'll have a chat. Dortmund, Arsenal, Young Boys, AC Milan. Easiest teams. I want that lie. Monaco will be a tough one, wouldn't it? I mean, Monaco in there as well. Monaco are always one of them clubs that, they buy players for little to nothing and sell them for gem. Is Porto in the Champions League? Are Porto there in it? I see Benfica. Is Porto in it? Let me see. Oh, damn it. Get rid of that comment. Mess it up, absolutely. No, they're not in it. No. So, what Sporting has been? Benfica. And there's no Porto. Happy days. Even though I do want to go and see Porto at the City. It looks amazing. Every team wants Celtic. They do want Celtic because it feels like a tourist attraction for them because they get the atmosphere. But we want to be making it as a cauldron, Thank you very much, Paul. I really do. Paul, I'll go over there anyway, Paul. I'll show you now. 2 seconds. I'll go over there. All them scarves. So we have Pittsburgh. We've got Pittsburgh CSC over there. We have Detroit Celtic supporters group as well. And I have a scarf there which is grey and dark green that my granddad gave to me a couple of years ago. So I'll never get rid of that. People give me stick about wearing it. I'm like, it's a Celtic scarf. Who cares? And I've got the Irish Origins one as well. So yeah, we'll go over there. It'd be in good hands, in good hands. Yeah, good one. Yeah, let's relocate. Let's recreate. Sorry, recreate. Not relocate. Recreate Barcelona 2012. It's only what, I want to go and see it. Yeah, I really do. I heard it's quite cheap as well. I met a couple of Canadians in the toll booth about 2 months ago, and they were like, "Oh, you should go to Porto. It's really nice." Guys, anyone the price of retro kits for my old man? I got the black away kit with C.R. Smith. Boot sales war. So your best bet would be the Glasgow Celtic wear. It's in the Barras. He does he does Celtic jerseys, retro Celtic jerseys, and he does a donation of 7% of the sale towards the Celtic Foundation. So the Glasgow Celtic wear, he has Instagram and he has Facebook and he has TikTok and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. Oh, X. So tell Kieran I sent you, and he'll probably give you a good deal. So good lad. I got my Nakamura jersey off him. I was living in Ireland at the time, and he posted it on Stevens' Day or Boxing Day, whatever you want to call it, wherever you're living. And I got it within the space of 2 or 3 days. So yeah. Me and Celtic are like an abusive relationship. Ups and downs. That's the feeling of supporting a club. I got do you know what? The best the oldest replica jersey I have besides the Lisbon Lions one would be 1986. I have the Love Street one, but with the Umbro on it. Is that ticket deal from Paul? Well done. Paul didn't say anything about a ticket. He said about a scarf. He said something about a scarf. You know, please hit me up. I want that GAA hoops top. The is that the Limerick one? There's a Limerick one there. You know, Reese, look at you throwing every name in the mix. Calm down, Reese. I'm 51. Outstanding conditions. So there's a guy that comes into me. There's a guy that comes into my job, and he wears a Barcelona hat. And he's a massive Celtic fan, and he's in his 60s. I was going to give a shout out to him because he watches the channel, and every time he comes in, first thing he says to me is "Hell, hell," and when he leaves, "Hell, hell," and he always asks me how I am. He always asks me what's going to happen on the channel, and you know, to get that audience of people that are in their 50s and their 60s and their 70s, it's amazing. It's amazing because you've all been through it. You've been in the jungle. You've, you know, maybe been to Lisbon. You know, just hearing your stories is remarkable. As I said in the channel the other night, there's a guy that came in, he's originally from Easterhouse, and he lives where I work. And he was telling me that he was at the Celtic shop last year, and he went to the superstore, and he was at the stadium tour with his wife. And he said to the manager in the superstore, he's like, "Can I ask you a question?" He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And he's like, "I'm 67 years of age. Do you not do a discount for all age pensioners?" And the manager didn't know what to say to him. I personally feel, as I said this on the channel hundreds of times, I feel like the people that have been supporting this fantastic club for decades upon decades should deserve something back. If it's a 10% discount, a 5% discount, I still feel that there shouldn't be a cashless environment, because people, as I say, if I'm doing my shopping in Iceland and you get the old age pensioners going in and they use cash, they love the receipt. That should be the model. Like, people that are in their 50s and the 60s and the 70s, it's cash is king to them. And I just feel like I was a bit disgusted when I went to Celtic Park the last time around, and I seen a man struggling to get a cup of tea. I gave him the £2 towards a cup of tea. I think it was like £2.90. Yet, but like, it's just stuff like that really, really hurts me thinking about it, talking about it, you know. But I just think that model should be, there should be a, like, I understand they take cash in the superstore. I can understand that, but like, when it comes to all these food stalls, there should be sort of cash option there, you know. So the recap is 10 million's gone in for Engels. They're trying to keep him past his transfer window. We put in 6.5, and then we went in with 9 million. Then we put in 10. West Brom and Albion have put in 3 million for Mikey Johnston. We're looking at Alvyn Sanches from Lausanne Sport in Switzerland. He's a midfielder. Is he 21? Just 1 second now. He's 21, yeah. And he's 5'10". And we're looking at him, trying to get him for 4 million. People are saying on the channel it could be a loan move. And then, so that's what the crack is there. Oh, will you stop? You stop. Seriously. No, I don't have any inside information. The only time I ever had any inside information, not in the club, people that I know quite well, I was told 6 weeks before Brendan Rodgers was coming back that he was going to be the man taking the job. Even before he was even interviewed in Mallorca, he was up in Glasgow a lot because his portfolio, his property. And I was tipped off 24 hours. Well, I was even 24 hours, 12 hours before Brendan Rodgers was confirmed that he left for Leicester as well. So, yeah, people like to give me the odd tip, but I've no concrete tips at the moment about any players coming in. No, I'm not going to waffle and think I'm special or something like that. Definitely not. So, yeah. It's good to see a lot of people tuning in tonight. As I said, 168 people tuned in. I've gone up by another 4 subscribers, so if we can get this up to another 3 subscribers by the end, it would be really appreciated. I'm going to jump off in 2 minutes' time. I'm going to leave you with a couple of throwback videos of Chris Boyd raging and stuff like that. I'll stop talking about Messi returning. Messi's not coming to Celtic. He's going back to Newell Boys, is it? Or River Plate? Not River Plate. Who's the other team that in Barcelona? Not Barcelona. Argentina. Yeah. All subscribe. Happy days. Happy days. But just to recap, folks, I will be back tomorrow evening. I will be back at 10 to 5. 10 to 5. So please tune into the channel. I know there'll be other podcasts on. We'll probably have other podcasts on doing their thing, and fair play to them. But come on to my channel. This is where the party's at. This is where there's no filter. This is where the crack is. This is where the sense of humor is. You know, we don't want, I don't like this whole afraid to come out of the comfort zone and speak about something, just have a laugh. That's why we can all have this knowledge of Celtic. People buy into your vision of YouTube because of your personality and the way you present yourself. See this whole, we can all be educated and know everything about Celtic, but it's about putting on the floor. It's about having a laugh, having a rapport, which is all good people, all good people. Reese, just stop. Seriously, if you come onto my podcast tomorrow, I'll just throw names. You'll be muted for the time being. Reese, fair play with all the suggestions. Fair play, but come on. You've thrown about 300 names at me tonight. You're like Fabrizio Romero every few seconds. But as I said, folks, if you know anyone that's willing to sell that ticket or not going to the game, please get in touch with the channel. The social medias are all on the channel. Give me a mail. And if you can get me a ticket, I'll give you this lie. This lie here. Oh, for God's sake, I'm not getting bending back down to put it back on again. Oh, God, turkey jocks. But, yeah. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. We'll get a couple of videos on, some old school videos that you've all seen before. And, yeah.
Champions again. One more time. Champions again. Champions again.
Don't you think that they need the Champions League's money here? I think so. I think they need that. I think that's a good answer, isn't it? Don't you think that they need the Champions League's money here? I think so. I think they need that. I think that's a good answer, isn't it?
I think the board have made a really, really good decision in terms of, the club's job is to protect the support. And if there's not that guarantee that come the second fixture, then I think it's only logical that you wouldn't reciprocate. So I think Celtic have played their part in what they were asked to do. And again, I go back, nothing of this was Celtic's issue. Nothing. When you go back to when this all started, it's nothing to do with Celtic. Celtic gets dragged into this here as being a Celtic Rangers thing. It's not a Celtic Rangers thing. This is a Rangers thing. So Celtic, when even they're asked to and have this agreement to make the stadium safe and everything else, we plough money into that. We do the works, which started months ago. And that, like I said, on both parties, it hasn't been agreed. So it's not complicated. It hasn't been done. For good faith, whatever way you want to put it, there's still an agreement for both, right? So it's not done. It's not great faith. If we allow Rangers supporters in, then we get to January and our own supporters can't get in. It's not good faith. So I think that the agreement hasn't been upheld. So Celtic rightly have to defend their supporters and their club, and sadly, as I said, the Rangers supporters miss out on this game and Celtic in the return game. But let's hope that after that we can then find a way to get the supporters in.
She's a different breed.
It's a red card in this day and age when you slow things down and you put the point of contact and again John Lundstrom's foot's planted right against the side of Alistair Johnston's leg. But what I would say is, had VAR been there, nobody's moaning that that's not a red card. It was a yellow card. There's no doubt about it. So I understand why it's a red card when you see it in real time. Yeah, it's fast.
Kenny,
I always say this: football,
that's
you need
a red
to.
Card, mate.
Well,
come on.
Hang fire, James. I've just gave you the reason why I don't think it's a red card.
It's a red card.
It's a yellow card for me. VAR comes in, intervenes, and it's clearly, when it slows that down, it's always going to be a red card when he gets called to the monitor. Had it not been VAR, nobody would have asked for that to be a red card.
That's a red card in the 1970s, Kenny.
Absolutely not, Chris. That is not.
I think
it is.
that you need VAR to see the point of contact. I know you're speaking about slowing it down, but when you see it full pace, he catches him above the ankle. He's out of control.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He's endangering an opponent.
He's not out of control.
Of course he is.
No, he's not. He's running fast to go to a ball.
Yep. And
you
he
need to
slides.
run fast.
No, he
yeah,
slides.
and he's allowed to slide, and
He
he's
is
allowed to
slide,
run
but
fast.
he's not allowed to put his studs on his above his ankle.
But that's not out of control.
Of course
it's not
it
out
is.
of control.
So he meant it then.
What, he meant to kick Alistair Johnston? Absolutely not. He meant to go and win the ball. Alistair
He was
Johnston
out of
plants
control,
his foot.
Kenny, come
He's
on.
not out of control. He is not out of control.
Kenny.
Listen, this day and age, with VAR, slow down, that is a red card. I get it. But for me, if VAR's not there, nobody's moaning that's not a red card.
The
Nobody
heat's
at all.
getting to Kenny.
Absolutely not.
Right, folks, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for tuning in tonight. Good late show. Kenny, just stay over in Saudi Arabia with Ronnie Doyle or Qatar, whatever you are, and you know it is what it is. And I've given multiple warnings tonight to Reece with 10,000 names thrown at us, but he'll be back on tomorrow. And if anyone doesn't listen to my community guidelines, what happens is you get Graham Norton chaired. It's simple as that. Boom, gone. See you later. But thanks very much for tuning in, folks. Really appreciate it. Good night. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. These are all legends.